Good morning, everyone. Right now it's about 4:30 in the morning, and we're about ready to start cooking breakfast for the family. And I'll show you exactly how I make pancakes homemade. We're gonna do eggs, bacon, grits, uh, and we'll have probably biscuits and maybe some French toast. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, we're gonna be making the batter for the pancakes, and this is how we do it. So you're gonna put about a cup of flour. All right. And about a cup of sugar. We're gonna put about 2 eggs. Let's make it 3 eggs. I like it nice and fluffy today. Eggs. I like just a little bit of whipping cream. Don't tell nobody, because that's what makes it nice and moist. Just right. And then we're going to use a little bit of vanilla. Just a little bit, not much. And we're gonna get some milk to finish it off. And then you're gonna mix all of that up. Now, of course, you want your batter to be pretty consistent, not too thick, because I like my pancakes a little bit thinner. The thicker you make your pancake batter, is going to be the thicker that your pancake is going to come out. You're going to mix that all up. Make sure you get all the sides, get the eggs broke up in there. And basically, you want it to have just a little bit of a consistency like regular batter. I'm gonna go ahead and finish mixing it up. I'll be right back. All right, now, as my pots are starting to warm up for the pancakes, I normally put it at about 5 on an electric stove. Of course, if you have a gas stove, it's gonna be a little bit different. But I'm gonna go ahead, while that's starting to warm up, I'm gonna get my eggs ready so they can be scrambled for the eggs. Now for the eggs, you can put whatever seasoning you like. I like to put just about everything. Season all, black pepper, salt, little garlic, a little cayenne pepper. But if you want your eggs to be real fluffy, you put a little bit of that whipping cream in there too. All right. Like I said, like season all. garlic powder. Very little. A little black pepper. A little cayenne. Cayenne pepper. And a little salt. All right. First, we're gonna mix that all up. So you're gonna see that when you mix it up, it's gonna get real creamy because of the milk. But when you're gonna be able to cook it, it's gonna be nice and fluffy. All right. Now, some people like to use butter, grease, but me personally, I like to use the grease from the bacon because it make it taste a lot more like smoked taste, if you will. All right. All right. So, get our spatula out. I like to rinse all my utensils that I use. Even though they're washed and saved, you still like to keep everything clean. You'll put your little bit of butter. All right. And as that melts down, I like to move mine around, make sure it coats all the bottom of the pan. Now remember, if you cook your pancakes a little bit too high, you're gonna burn them real fast. Okay? Pancakes don't need to be too high. All right. And remember that batter I told you I like it kind of consistent? This is what you want right there. All right. All right. Beautiful. So in order to know whether or not your pancakes are ready, what I like to do is just kind of take it and move it around in the pan. And if it does move around, that means the bottom is done pretty good. And just give it a flip. And there you go. Every now and again, you're gonna make mess. Don't worry about it. It's okay. You're gonna make mess as you go. You won't have so much to clean up at the end. Wait for them to get brown. You do it over and over again for however many pancakes you're ready for. And as that's going, I got my water starting to boil for my grits. And what we're gonna do with the grits is that we're gonna put a little bit of salt in it. Bring that to a boil, and I'll be right back. All right, so now we're gonna get into the grits. We have our water boiling pretty good. What I like to do is you automatically take it from a high boil to a simmer, or even a melt, whatever you like, but turn it on the lowest part that you can of your stove. Now, when I throw my grits in the water, I just kind of look at it. Everybody measures. You can do that if that's what you want. But I look at it. When I move it around, it should be loose with a little bit of look of water on the top. Okay? And I'm going to show you why. All right. So that's the look you want right there. So it's got like almost like a little watery look to it. Because grits will swell, right? And so while that's going, I like to take me some butter. And you're gonna say, boy, you're over excessing the butter. But I like buttery grits. So we're gonna take 2/2 or 1 stick. And we're gonna drop it in there. Hands are washed. All right. And we're gonna come back in a second. So like I told you, I like to use bacon grease for my eggs. And so what I'll do is I usually cook my bacon in the microwave, and the grease I receive from that, I'll let it get down over here. Don't worry about the pop. We'll always clean it up later. And you put your eggs straight in. Always remember to turn off as you go. But of course, you know, everybody has their own preference on how they like their eggs. I like mine scrambled and fluffy. As that's cooking in there, I'm gonna show you the biscuits. Of course, I didn't have enough time to make homemade biscuits today, which is really easier to do. But I just used some store-bought biscuits that are ready made to go. I like to put butter on them. And I do make a mayhaw jelly. So normally I'll put some mayhaw jelly or some muscadine jelly. I made that too. And you put that on your biscuit early in the morning. Ooh, talk about good. This is what that muscadine jelly look like that I make homemade from trees that's grown in my backyard. I have muscadine and I also have what's called mayhaw. Both recipes comes from my wife's grandmother, Leela Scott, and I still do it today. I also teach it to my girls so they know exactly what it is and they can actually utilize that recipe, and it passes down from family to family. Always remember, if you have a recipe, train it to your children. Show them exactly what they need to do. Because at some point, if you don't keep bringing it down the line, that recipe would die off with our dead loved ones. So make sure you keep on passing it down to the kids. And of course, that's how I like with scrambled eggs. And of course, the grits are pretty much done. Now, I like mine to be cheese grits. So what I do is I put me about 3 squares of cheese in it. I'm going to show you what it's going to look like. All right, so there's your cheese grits. Now you can see that. And that makes it real creamy. If for some reason your grits get a little hard, it's okay. Put your little milk in there and it'll loosen it up and get it as soft as you want it, as runny as you want it. Or if you like it hard, do that also. All right, so the last thing I'm going to prepare this morning is going to be French toast. So the way I do it, you put your 2 eggs. All right. Use about a half cup of sugar. And use a little vanilla. And of course, the main ingredient, which is cinnamon. I'll use that next. There it is. All right. And let's pour some cinnamon in it. Okay. That should be enough. And we're going to whisk all of that. whisk over there at the bottom. So all that stuff mixes up pretty good. Of course, that's the way it's gonna look. Okay. You're gonna break it up with just a little bit of regular milk. As you can tell, I love using heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna put just a little bit of whipping cream in there. And we're gonna mix all that up. All right. And while that's mixing, we're gonna turn on our fire. Probably at about a 6, give or take. Okay. And to get you some bread. And while that's warming up, you put your little butter inside your pot. Wash my hands real quick. Alrighty. So the fire should be just about ready for it. And we're gonna put it in there. I like to mix it up just a little bit. Sometimes the cinnamon will settle at the bottom. And when you got everything nice and mixed, you'd almost think that is a chocolate, hot chocolate or something. Almost got that kind of consistency. I'll take some bread, you're gonna drop it at the bottom, flip it over, and you're just gonna put it straight in there. Same thing again, drop it, flip it over to coat the other side, and put it in there. All right. All right. All right, guys, so this is going to be the remainder of what I've done for the family at about 5 in the morning. I think we just got finished. So we have the French toast, we have the biscuits, we have the bacon, scrambled eggs, the grits, and of course, we got the pancakes. Bon appetit.